So if you've got a niche, you got some legs on your stool, I'm going to walk you through kind of the marketing and how we go after those niches and those different revenue pieces. And we have a three-part process we run any idea through that we're going to implement on our team. The first one, we ask the same question. Is what we're about to do with marketing, is it systematic? Can we build a system out of this? And I'll try to talk about CoreFact today in a minute, but the product, the postcards, and the way you can send them out, it's a very systematic approach. The second thing we look at, is it scalable? You know, some of the things we did early on were door knocking. Great activity, not that scalable. You know, it's really great when I'm at the door. When you have 50 people out door knocking, it's really hard to manage. So as we scale it, will it work? We did billboards, things like that. Direct mail's been a huge, huge thing for us because whether you send 250 pieces or 50,000, the effort on your end is the same. I mean, it's just another zero. And lastly, we look at how leveraged is this effort. You know, especially when your team's smaller, or if it's just you, you've got, how can I leverage, get an activity out there in marketing that's not so much effort on me, but it's very, very leveraged. Example, CoreFact would be a great example. You plug in your data, you hit send, and it goes. So I'm going to talk about CoreFact because this is one of the best things we've got going on our team right now from a marketing standpoint. I am so passionate about their product. Those of you that aren't familiar with it, I know that Sierra can answer questions way better than I can, but I'm going to give you the kind of the 10-minute overview. CoreFact is direct mail, but it combines an online presence with it. So it's going to tie in your offline, your online marketing together in one place. The consumer is going to get a postcard. You're going to mail it out. Each postcard is going to be unique to that consumer. They're going to mail out, and the way that they drive traffic from the postcard to the landing page is very, very compelling. On the front, I'll show you in a minute, it's got the picture of a Google map with sold flags in the neighborhood. So those homeowners get it, they've got to know what those sold flags, what the home down the street sold for. And I'll show you how all that works, and they're in their packet as well. Typical response rate, we did direct mail in our business, we had a 1% response rate. I would say with CoreFact, we're getting 4% or better within a 2 to 3 week launch of the mailing. And it has a longer shelf life, much longer than anything else I've ever done. Typical just silicone cards, I think we're all familiar, this is what it used to be. This is a CoreFact card, and the part that's so compelling and it drives people to the site is this map. There's the subject property, there's the sold flags. The product is so great. I can tell you this month, I think on the retail side, God, we'll take 15, 20 listings just from this product. So the reasons why it's so effective, if that homeowner gets that card, and the minute they go online, each card is unique. So the minute they put that code in, you guys know who they are, and you can go after and begin marketing more to that person. It also asks them if they want a monthly update on their card, and so it's constantly engaging the consumer to come back to the site to get more information about their home value. The call to action is very compelling. So this is another card you would see. A consumer goes to this landing page. The minute they put in that code, you know exactly who they are, and you can begin marketing. We go get their phone numbers using whitepages.com, using Accurint, and some other services I'll show you in a minute, and we start getting them on the phone and talk about listings. I would say in about 60 days, you're going to have people picking up the phone and just calling you. They'll start out, they got some interest. You know, most consumers, research shows, from when they think about listing, they're about 90 days out from actually doing it, and that definitely ties in with CoreFact. Here's the back end, kind of what the homeowner sees, and they can go in and play with their value. So leads, the way this product works is leads are ranked based on activity on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 means I got the card, went to the website, and I'm going to come back later. 10 means I'm calling Roxanne right now, I want you to come out today and list my home. So that would be the difference in lead ranking. So here's some sample cards. I'm going to show you what we did to really maximize the product. Let me get my cards here. So we found 2 things with just sold cards that were able to infinitely make our results better. The first thing was if we sold a home for greater than 97% of list price, we put that on the card. If we sold it under 30 days, we put that on the card. If we could find homes where we did both, the result was so much more.
Talk about how you can do it if you buy the home as well. You didn't have to always do listings.
Right. So in this market, how easy is it to sell a home for over 97% of list price? I'm assuming relatively easy. In under 30 days, easy. So yeah. So we're actually, even when we represent a buyer, we're sending the cards out on the buyer side as well. That how we just sold this home for this percentage of price in this amount of time. So we're actually doing it on both ends. This month we'll launch probably 20,000-ish CoreFact cards, to give you an idea. But this house right here, we took 4 listings from 1 postcard. And so I'm just so passionate about the product. I want to just make sure that everyone understands what we're doing. All of our cards in your jump drives, by the way, where's Gino at? I believe everyone got a jump drive. Those cards, the cards that I'm using right now, and Sierra can definitely share them with you as well, all of our information, Gene either has it or it's in the jump drive you were provided.
Brad,
So
are those custom or are they part of the inventory for CoreFact?
So here's the great part with CoreFact, you can do both.
Okay.
Yeah, you can add my cards in there, but you can customize a card, you can do anything you want. I'm talking about like a very small piece of what they do, being the just sold, but they do everything from just listed follow-up, farming cards. The second favorite card of mine, how do I get back to where I want to be, is right here. So I always wanted, my goal was to send a CMA out to my clients once a quarter telling them what was going on in their neighborhood. Now, Roxanne, how big's your database?
3,400.
3,400. How long would it take you to prepare a CMA for every homeowner in your database and mail it out once a quarter?
Forever.
Yeah, it's not possible. So I have a database very similar to hers. That was my challenge. I said, I want to do that, and don't you agree that your database would want that information?
They would.
It would be the most valuable probably piece you could give them, and until now there hasn't been a way to do it logistically. So CoreFact, what they do is, you'll see this year in review, they've got a market update card that pulls the homes that sold, those blue flags on that map you saw earlier, it pulls those homes, pulls all that into a card and mails it out. All you got to do is upload your database. So there's never been an easier way to get in front of your database consistently than with this. I mean, literally, once you get your database uploaded, you can plug it all in for the next 3 years and it'll just drop it, pulling new data in. So it's really, really plug and play. So I'm a huge, we're launching this with our team, and we're even launching some follow-up and some other cards as well. Here's another card, I just want to say, get a home estimate. You know, we're really focused right now on the message. Our message is, I don't think homeowners get how much home prices are up. Prices have surged here, prices have surged in Phoenix. Homeowners don't know that. So if you're getting out there with these cards saying, hey, it's sold at, you know, $285,000 at 102% of list price, it's a very good news message that's coming out. You know, if you were to do this 4 years ago, when houses are going down, 5 years ago, not so fun to send that card out. Today it's definitely a different animal.